Is it time? Is it time for a reset? We've talked about this a little bit before. Again, this comes from the reign of the MCU and all that. But there is speculation that, and I think we've also suspected this with Avengers Secret Wars. And if you know about the story, that there is always potential that Marvel could reset things. I have told y'all, even from the comic books, Marvel does not do hard reboots, they do soft reboots. Um, what's the difference? A soft reboot is basically, yeah, we're gonna change some things, but we're not gonna erase everything else. A hard reboot would be we forget everything, we start all over, fresh slate. Marvel does not do that. But they do have soft reboots in their comics, and there is a likelihood that they might be able to do that, coming up. So, according to this book, it seems like we could actually get that. Excuse me. It says here from the book, we have a quote from Kevin Feige, sort of implying, like Secret Wars, will serve as a soft reboot in which they can prune everything. That's not to use a Lokiism. They'll prune everything that's not working and just keep what is working, or bring back people you thought were gone forever. Ooh, I like the sound of that. What else they got to say? As the MCU spilled over into streaming programs and the multiverse saga, Kevin Feige had to learn different lessons from the comics. Some of those lessons were how superheroes periodically needed to be rebooted, how to stop variants and spin-offs from spiraling out of control, and how an annual mega crossover event could unify a disparate line of characters. I love everything about this. So, is it possible, just possible, that with a multiverse, we could get characters that, what did they say? You thought were gone forever? Absolutely. There's a very good chance that we could get another Iron Man. You already made the character, the mantle of Iron Man popular. Bring in another actor. You can't afford Robert Downey again because everything that man touched, y'all gonna pay lots for. You could always bring back a different Captain America if the current one doesn't work out. If, I don't know, maybe it will, maybe it won't. And you definitely, without question, without any type of riff-raff nonsense type of back talk, you definitely can bring back T'Challa. You can bring back T'Challa. You ain't got to deal with no T'Challa Jr. Oh, this not really T'Challa. What had happened was he had happened, the baby mama, and then you don't have to do none of that. None of that. All of that stuff, you can nicely put aside on the mantle. You can put it on the shelf. That's okay. And we can move forward with greatness. We can move forward with something bigger, better, and better. You don't need any complications. You don't need to, ruin any legacies. Kang mess with the multiverse. We put that timeline to the side and we make a whole new timeline with new origin stories that are fixed from the beginning. I think that's a beautiful thing. Why? Because as I've said for years, all of this is fiction and Marvel can do whatever they want. Y'all let me know, how do you feel about the idea of Marvel potentially resetting and rebooting softly? So not erasing everything, just erasing the things that are just not good. What are some of the things that you would like to see Marvel erase and fix? What are some things that you want them to keep? Whatever they are, let me know in the comments down below. I just wanted to talk about this because I hadn't gotten to this part of the book yet. And I just thought it was kind of funny. So I think it's one thing that has been the case when it comes to Marvel is they have a system, and their system involves doing things like focus groups, and I've told y'all they will do this thing called friends and families screenings and stuff, where if you're a Marvel employee, they'll be like, hey, want to come to a screening? You won't know what it's for, you're like, all right, sure. And you'll go check out a movie or something like that, and next thing you know, maybe you're watching Avengers Kang Dynasty and you had no idea, right? And they'll use these screenings to kind of like get their information, their feedback. They will, have a good understanding of like what works and what doesn't work. Cool. And that's worked for them for a while. If y'all have been following for a minute, y'all also know that, you've been following me where I've gone to some premieres. And sometimes I'll go to a premiere and I might be the only person there sitting there like, what was that? You know, y'all could go back to my Thor Love and Thunder, came out of there. I saw everybody on their phone. Oh my gosh, best thing since Endgame. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. And I was like, it's a movie. I mean, yeah. And a lot of that was because Marvel, and I'm not shaming them for this or knocking them, they invited cosplayers and hardcore Marvel fans. Okay, that's what you want to do. You want to get the hype up. You want to get the word on the street up. I get all of that. Totally understand it. There's something to be said about Marvel hyping certain things up and then the reaction coming back not matching that hype. So I just thought it was kind of interesting when this article came out about Ant-Man 3. And in this, it talked about what Marvel thought was going to happen with Ant-Man 3. So it said here, insider and co-author of MCU, The Reign of Marvel Studios, Joanna Robinson, according to her, studio executives thought that they had something good with the Paul Rudd-led film, thinking that it would be well received by fans and critics alike. Robinson claims Marvel Studios is aware of what's happening to their brand. My understanding, having talked to some people, is that Quantumania really shook them. And I'm sure Secret Invasion shook them further. But Quantumania really shook them because they felt like they had something good. Because they had all internally thought, everyone's going to love this. She added, and then they put it out and people didn't. And then they were like, oh no. Oh no. Our internal barometer is not attuned to what people want anymore. With Quantumania, they were like, we put out a banger. And then that's not how a lot of people felt. So y'all thought after seeing Ant-Man 3 at y'all friends and family studio screenings and all of that, y'all said, we gonna kill him with this one. Everybody gonna love this. We have holes. Oh, they're gonna love that joke. Remember Darren where he said I'm a dick and all that? Oh, they're gonna love that. We're gonna make all the monies. All the monies. What they say again? I'm sorry. We put out a banger? Who said that? I want to know who said that. I want to know exactly who said Ant-Man 3, we put out a banger. Somebody got to get demoted. I'm not saying people got to get fired. I'm not saying that. I'm not calling for nobody job. I'm just saying somebody got to get demoted. Somebody got to take a back seat, go back to training, go back to intern, something. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Y'all put out a movie where the villain supposedly is going to be bigger than Thanos and he get beat by some ants. And y'all thought y'all had a banger. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Somebody got to get y'all gonna have to go back to the mailroom. Somebody gonna have to figure out. You gotta work. Go on down that ladder. I know you worked your way up, but you gotta take a couple rungs down. Just go on down. Go on down. Go on down to level 2. Maybe you gotta get some more coffee or something. I don't know. But ain't no way that person should still have the same job without at least some put them on probation. Something. Yikes. So, once again, to be fair, at least they recognized their mistakes. At least they recognize we ain't got it the way we thought we used to have it. And that I'm going to take as a good thing. I'm going to take that as, I'd rather y'all at least learn. I'd rather y'all be aware that you don't know what you're talking about and that you are completely out of the loop, because now that'll hopefully wake y'all up so that you find new ways to actually hear what the people think and what they want. Listen, I get Marvel. I already told y'all this is the easiest tip. This is the easiest reality check I could give to Marvel. The easiest thing to do with any property you about to do moving forward. Grow up. How many times have I told y'all, Marvel Studios, it's time to grow up? The movies that you guys set out in 2008, I don't care if you was just a little kid and you was 10 years old watching that movie for the first time, Iron Man, whatever, 10 years old. Time has passed. That 10-year-old kid is now in their 20s. We don't need slapstick, dumb, goofy looking humor anymore for at least a while. Not saying you got to be 100% serious. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is your best movies, your top 5 movies are not slapstick, goofy humor type of things. Give us back the Winter Soldiers. Give us back Infinity War, Endgame. Give us back. Listen, Thor Ragnarok, I know that was the exception. But look, get back to the basics and grow up with your audience. Sprinkle in some humor, but I promise you, all that dumb, silly stuff, it's nonsensical and nobody cares about it. It's very short-lived. That right there will get Marvel back on track. Yo, kill some people. Kill some people. Make the stakes feel real. You ain't got nothing to lose at this point. Anyway. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm gonna ever forget the fact that they thought Ant-Man 3 was gonna be a banger. I don't think I can forget that. We're gonna put that in the archives. Anyway, guys, what do y'all think about the fact that they thought Ant-Man 3 was gonna be a banger? Whatever you think, please let me know in the comments down below. Because yikes.
Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.